How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. Right now, the market's really odd. People are just scared, especially with some of the news about Binance and CZ earlier this week. And people are generally either out of crypto or they're just buying Bitcoin. But now is kind of an interesting time where you should be really dialed into the market, really paying attention to the narratives that could go exponential, blow up exponentially in the next bull run. Now, personally, I've been really allocating towards Bitcoin, a couple smaller projects here and there, but really focusing on Bitcoin. But as we get closer and closer to the halving, this is where I'm really dialing in and trying to figure out what projects I want to support for the next bull run, figure out what narratives are going to do well. Now, today I want to talk to you about a narrative that could do really well, a group of cryptos, and we're going to be talking about one specific project. Now, if you don't mind, please hit subscribe, turn on that bell notification underneath the video so you can see future videos like this. And this is a partner of the channel, 𝗚cie𝗿𝗍𝗡. But I first want to talk to you about why this is such an interesting opportunity now. But if you remember, there's this huge explosion of ZK technology, zero knowledge proof technology, earlier this year. Polygon launched their ZK EVM, and really it went back to last year too. The ZK EVM was the second ZK EVM to launch on Ethereum mainnet after zk-sync launched their version earlier. Now, this is kind of a big deal. Layer 2 zk-sync jumped to a $250 million not valuation, but locked in value very quickly. They had 7 million transactions conducted just in a few weeks since their launch. 3 weeks, they had 245 million locked in. You can just see so much total value locked, and it's growing pretty quickly. This is back just about 2 months ago, April 14. Now, just to be clear, if you don't know what ZK is, layer 2 solutions like Polygon, Optimism, Arbitrum, and Immutable X aim to scale up Ethereum. We know Ethereum's expensive, slow. Each solution offers remedies for any or a few of the key features like scalability, security, throughput, gas fees, and functionality. Not one single solution is all-encompassing. However, rollups are an attempt to enhance all these features. So, ZK Layer 2 technology facilitates faster validation of transactions in Ethereum at a cheaper rate. Now, it's kind of a conundrum trying to improve all these at one time. Usually, if you improve security and scalability, throughput, then security goes down, that kind of thing. Or decentralization decreases. So ZK is really trying to address all this. Now, zk-sync has grown a lot. They're up to 1 million followers. A ton of people that I follow also follow them, which is always a good sign. Now, the project we're talking about today is actually the first concentrated liquidity DEX on zk-sync. So they are built straight on zk-sync. They're launching their mainnet on June 14. So they've already done their token pre-sale. You can buy it. We'll actually talk about where you can buy it here in this video. If you want to know now, it's Azumi. But I want to talk to you about this project, and I'm not telling you to buy or sell. I'm not telling you any of that. There are links to it underneath the video, though, in case you want to learn more. Now, they're enhancing capital efficiency and flexibility for traders and liquidity providers, and they are a very small crypto right now. 1.07 fully diluted valuation. Price is just 2 cents. Ticker is ZKSP. You can actually find it on CoinGecko right now. It's around 2 cents, like I said. And as I said, it's very small, very small amount of volume. It's not on many exchanges yet, but this is a time where if you believe in ZK technology and you believe in these kinds of DEXs, it could grow to be a pretty nice bag for you. Now, they say that with ZK Swap, you can have low cost, you can trade more, pay less. With zk-sync's rollups, you can have less slippage, minimize slippage with our concentrated liquidity model, and you can have maximum capital efficiency by taking control with ZK Swap, optimize asset allocation, and supercharge your capital. Now, they are in the middle of being audited by Solid Proof. So typically I like to see that audit come in before I personally invest. Just do your own due diligence on that. And they do point out the fact that ZK season could come back and could come back in a vicious way. Obviously, we have these articles coming just a little while ago, but also this pumped up a lot of different protocols that were related to ZK technology before, like Arbitrum, Polygon, that kind of thing. And this could obviously move up, especially because it is so small. Now, they will announce when their solid proof audit's done on their Twitter. Their Twitter page right now is around, I believe it was 39,000 followers. So good sign there. Hopefully they continue to grow. They do offer some really high APY, by the way, on 𝗎𝗎 on their DEX. 9,999%. That's way too high for me. Usually that means that there's a high amount of risk. So I personally would not be touching that. But if you are someone that's a yield farmer that's okay with that kind of risk, you can always try that. There's only a small amount TVL right now. So maybe they just say, hey, we have a lot of these tokens. We need extra liquidity. So yeah, you can farm and we'll pay you a lot for it. It's 1 month, so it's not like they're saying this is going to be forever. But make sure you do your DD with that. Here's some more stats coming from their ZK Swap app here. Now, I do want to show you how to actually bridge this. A lot of people don't know how to buy these tokens. So this is how you do it. And I'll leave a link to this underneath the video. It's pretty simple. In order to purchase ZKSP tokens during our private or public sales, users need to have native ETH on the zkSync Era L2 chain. And then you can just follow this. Visit the native bridge website. So again, I'll leave a link to this underneath the video. Make sure you are going to the right website, portal.zksync.io/bridge. Connect your MetaMask. And I did that already. It's super simple. And then once you connect it, all you do is type in the amount that you want to switch over to the zkSync Era mainnet. Then I would just hit deposit. From there, you wait about 5 minutes. The ETH amount should appear in the zkSync Era network. Now you need to add zkSync Era network to your MetaMask. Go to chainlist.org and add zkSync Era network. So you can see really easy there. Then you switch to your MetaMask. You switch your MetaMask network to zkSync Era. So if I had that all enabled, you just go here and then go to the top here and you just switch it over. And then you can go buy the tokens. Now, here are a couple more pieces of information on what they've done recently. They recently changed their landing page, given it a fresh look to make it even more engaging. What's more, we've also added a special section where you can explore our valued partners and get insights into protocol stats, which is nice. Team expansion. They do say that they're expanding the team. Now, they're not docs, but a lot of dexes aren't because of security reasons. So just know that. Emphasizing transparency and accountability. They're being audited by Solid Proof, as we know. They're growing some valuable partnerships, they say, with 𝗎𝗎 Finance, ZKNS Domain, ZKDX, Sender Wallet, ZK Boost, Spores, and ZK Sync Starter. Token listings. They say our native token, ZKSP, has gained significant traction since their token generation event. We are delighted to partner with 𝗎𝗎 Finance, where ZKSP is listed on their platform. So they say that they've become the largest on the platform with a TVL of over 100,000. So that means that the platform itself, it seems pretty small. I would love to see them get on some bigger platforms. That always just makes me feel more comfortable. They say, as we approach the launch of zkSync Era mainnet, we are more determined than ever to provide a seamless and rewarding experience for our users. We are actively working to optimize our platform, improve user interfaces, and enhance the overall functionality of our decentralized exchange. Then they have some more links down here. Now, I'll be honest, this is a very small project, like I said, and the APR does worry me a little bit. I realize that you can get really high APRs and APYs for short periods of time, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. That can actually be really good if you make money from it, but typically it does mean that's a little bit inflationary, or they just realize, hey, not too many people are going to take them up on this, and they need some liquidity, so they're willing to pay out those high APRs. Now, overall, I think the project has promise. I'll be honest. I think that it could do really well, and if we do get an alt season, which we are going to get an alt season at some point, right? It's just a question of when. It could do really well. It could, especially if zkSync continues to grow and they actually become a dominant player on zkSync, one of the go-to dexes. I think they could do well. Now, there's a lot of risk with it. I personally don't own any of this token yet, but I'm considering it for the next bull run, right? I want to see a couple of things I said in this video take place, and I want to see just how they progress overall as a company, as a DEX, and as a team. I would like to see more information come out, continue to see that audit come out. I would love to look through that and just see them gain more traction overall. But I do think it's an interesting time, especially around a $1 million market cap. Let me know your thoughts on this underneath the video. Of course, do your own due diligence. As the company grows, you want to see more and more users come in, which is why they hired me to do a video on this. So special thanks to 𝗎𝗍𝗡 for sponsoring this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.